Hi, welcome back to another recap of the 75 Medium Challenge. And this is the end of week 3, which is basically week 2 because we had to redo week 2 again since we missed a day. Week 3 was not bad, not bad. I think it was easy because I kept to the things that I've learned from week 2, such as simplify everything. And I think the biggest thing that has helped me make this week easier was the change of mindset. I stopped looking at this as a challenge, but rather as a lifestyle. And since that was the goal, it made it a little bit easier to digest. So the reading, it wasn't felt like, oh my God, it's a challenge. No, we just read. The exercise, like we're exercise people now. We eat healthy now. We are people who reads daily now. So it felt lesser of a challenge, but more of this is just what we do. And I think that is what has helped me personally. Another thing that has helped is, again, prepping before is very easy. Knowing if you fall, where are you going to fall, that also isn't. And this can look like, what am I going to do on the days where my body can't do the exercise at 100%? How does that look like for you individually? Or what will I eat this week? And if you have a mental picture of that, even if you diverge a little bit, it won't be as terrible as if you didn't have anything in plan. So yeah, this week was really easy, to be honest. There were hard days, especially in exercise, but it wasn't hard, like hard. It was just like, oh, I'm lazy, but I'm gonna do this anyway, which I'm glad. So change of mindset definitely is something that you need to do for you to be able to do this. And I think this week it kind of made me feel like, see it why it is more of a mental challenge rather than just weight loss, because it calls for you to do the things that you're supposed to do even when you don't feel like doing them. And that is when the I think the fruits are of this challenge. It is one thing for you not to want to do things when you are tired or when you're sick or when you're under the weather, but it's another for when you basically just don't want to do them because you don't want to do them, and you have to do them even if you don't have to. So I think at the end of this challenge, it will build a lot of mental capacity for me to be able to push through the things that I'm supposed to do even when I don't necessarily feel like doing them. So that is something that I've really liked. We have lost some weight from last week. Last week we dropped from 93 to 92, and now we're at 90.15. Yay! So it was good. And I think what has helped was I shifted my diet a little bit to include a lot of vegetables. That was the plan from last week. I also wanted to do intermittent fasting this week. I wanted to do 1 day of full fast and 2 meals a day, twice a week. I wasn't able to do the full fast, but I was able to do the 2 meals a day. I think 3 times, if not 4 times this week. 3 times. So I think that has helped. And eating clean calories rather than just calories, because my choice of diet was to follow a 1,500 calories to, like, from 1,500 ikizidi sana to 1,800 calories a day. So I have fallen into the 1,500 consistently, and I have seen the result. So for this coming week, I'm really excited to continue to do what I've been doing this week. I'm not changing anything. I think it has worked, and I just want to solidify that. So next week, I'm not really changing anything. I'm going to stick to eating a lot more vegetables, eat clean, good calories rather than bad calories, portion control, and I want to see if I can keep up the 2 meals a day rather than 3, and stop snacking. So that also has helped. And the 2 meals a day for me, it's easy because it's basically just breakfast and dinner. I love dinner. But surprisingly, last week I was able to skip dinner, which it is not me. For everybody that knows me knows I love my dinner. I love my dinner. But I was able to have a breakfast, a good lunch, and be able to go to bed not hungry, not feeling like I need to eat. And I think that was supported because of the good calories. The food that I ate were good quality. Like I ate a lot of vegetables, I had a lot of fiber, so it kept me full longer, you see. So that's something that I want to keep on this coming week. And yeah, so we might be finishing the Kiss That Frog book. I might be starting a new book. I don't know which one yet. I have 2 that I haven't decided. I think when I decide, I'll show you guys. But other than that, I'm proud. We're doing great, and I'm looking forward to finish this 75 medium with solid habits that I can implement going forward. And I hope it is my mission to show everyone that it doesn't have to be that hard. And basically, it is really not. You really just have to decide what you want, who that person is, and what they do to get that thing that they want. And for me, I want to lose weight. I want to build habits. I want to improve my discipline. I want to improve just my daily, how can I say? I want to improve the value of my life. Does that make sense? So I am intentionally, and I live as that person. I make the decisions to be that person every day by doing things that that person that I want to be does. So I've identified who is Nashiva that has gotten to her weight loss goal. What does she do? I do that. Who is Nashiva who is more intentional with her? What does she do? What does that look like? I have a clear image of how that looks like, and it is my goal and my mission to live that person every day until it becomes my identity. So basically, it's just like an identity shift to embody that woman who I want to become. And yeah, I think especially for weight loss, personally, I feel if somebody is able to control their stomach, there is nothing in life that you can't control. Food, there is nothing in life that one won't be able to control. And it is my goal to be able to be on top of who I am. And that starts with what I consume. That starts with and just not like eating, it is what I read, what I listen, what I look at, the conversation I'm engaging with, the people I'm keeping around. It involves all that. For me to be able to be that Nashiva, there is a version of Nashiva that has to be left aside, that has to die for this new Nashiva to be born. And I am going through that process. It is not, I don't want to say it is difficult, but it is definitely challenging. You have to die to yourself every day. Ile issue anayosema mtu ajibebe msalaba wake, it is no joke. You have to die to yourself every day for you to become that person ambaye unataka kuwa. But it is a great sacrifice. I feel if it is who I want, if it is who I am visioning myself to be, then isn't that worth the sacrifice? Right? So I am looking forward to make the needed sacrifice for me to become the version of Nashiva that I want to become. And I am looking forward to show you guys that it is doable and it is possible, and it is happening by doing the daily mundane of being alive, of being human. And it doesn't have to cost too much. The only cost that it will cost you, it is time and change of your mindset and sticking to what you have decided to do, even when it's hard. There is no secret potion, sadly. That is the secret. I think sometimes there are things that are too simple that we can't comprehend. And I want to be able to comprehend the simplicity. I want to be able to leave the things that are boring or the things that are not exciting, but eventually will get me to where I want to get. So that is the recap for this week, and I am looking forward for the fourth week, which is in technical terms third week of the 75 medium, and I am looking forward to continue to take you guys with me. Until next time, take care. Bye bye.